Hello, welcome to Chatty Boy, episode number 9. I haven't done one of these in a while, so... Yeah, 9. Yeah, episode 9. The semi-weekly show. Kind of weekly. I don't know, it's a bit up in the air at the minute. But the weekly show where I chat bollocks for a couple of minutes of your time. And this week I was going to talk about how the relaunch of the channel is going. If you don't know, I'm going to relaunch the channel, going to dedicate the entire thing to video games now. I was going to talk about that and how that's getting on, but instead, something happened. Something happened that I think is worth talking about, especially me being in the situation and me trying to break into the industry that I'm trying to break into. We need to talk about PewDiePie. Oh my god, what a daft cunt. What a completely daft cunt. Now I've come out and defended PewDiePie for his previous indiscretions, and with good reason. I think the whole Wall Street Journal thing that happened just last year was complete bollocks, completely blown out of proportion, and an absolute witch hunt of the worst degree. I actually wrote a blog post way back when it happened about that entire situation. I'll link to that in the description below if you want to go and read that blog post, about how I thought that whole situation about him making anti-Semitic jokes and being a Nazi was complete and utter horseshit, which it was. But this thing that happened. So in case you are unaware of what he's done this time, during a PlayerUnknown's Battleground stream, I think it was PlayerUnknown's, pretty sure it was Battlegrounds, during a live stream that he was doing, he called someone a word that you shouldn't say. You don't say that word, especially if you're blonde, blue-eyed and white. Yeah, mate. You fit the worst fucking description to be racist, son. The absolute worst. So yeah, he called someone the N-word. I won't go into detail as to how that occurred. I will link to the video of him doing that, the clip of him doing that, in the description below. I won't play it here, I don't think it's appropriate. But if you want to check it out, you want to see for yourself what actually happened, go click the link below. If I can find it, if it's still out there, that is. But yeah, he called someone the N-word with no justification. There is no justification to say that word, ever. Unless you are a member of NWA. There's no reason why you should say that. Unless you're Ice Cube or Eazy-E, you shouldn't be saying that word. You shouldn't be saying it. And as of recording this, by a couple of hours maybe, he's released an apology video trying to explain his way out of it. And in this video, he said all the usual bullshit about how he knows better and how he's trying to be a better person and how it came out in the heat of the moment. It's complete and utter toss. To be honest, you fucked it. You've genuinely fucked it for a lot of people who respected you. A lot of people in this industry, because now what's happening is a developer from Firewatch wants to enforce a DMCA takedown on PewDiePie's video of his game. He doesn't want to be associated with this kind of racism or this kind of controversy that PewDiePie seems to be a fucking genius at proliferating. He essentially wants him to take down his gameplay video. And I don't know what the legality of that is. I don't know if that can be done. I don't know how that entire system works. I don't know if he is within his rights to request what is essentially kind of a criticism of his work to be taken down. It's a weird situation. If the Firewatch developer does manage to get PewDiePie's videos taken down successfully, legally, it sets a precedence for other developers to go ahead and do that. And that fucks a lot of people. A lot of people, me included, who is just at the start of this journey trying to break into it. You know, PewDiePie was a guy I looked up to who kind of led the way, led the storm, carved the path and proved to people that a YouTube career revolving around video games is possible, and a lot of people have followed suit, and it has become a multi-million-dollar industry. And in that one stupid single instance, in the heat of the moment, mate, I've been in the heat of the moment, and I've never said that word. Never in my entire life have I thought it appropriate to use that word in the heat of the moment. I don't know what he was thinking. I do disagree with the people saying that it proves that he is a racist. I don't think it proves that he is a racist. I think it proves that he is a fucking idiot beyond anything else. It kind of shows how this kind of generation of the internet doesn't really understand the connotations of some words and thinks that it is okay in the heat of the moment, as he has said again and again, to use that kind of terminology, to try and offend someone, to try and insult someone. Like, we've all been playing online and heard the most abhorrent of insults. And to be honest, we've probably been in a situation where we've heard that word being said. But as him being PewDiePie, as him being one of, if not the biggest YouTube star, with the biggest following, with the biggest fan base, with the amount of people that respect him, including myself, for him to kind of dip into that toxicity and add to it and proliferate it. Fucking disappointing beyond anything else. Because I had his back. I had his back when it went wrong, and now he's kind of proven everybody right. He's fucked it and proved everybody right. And now those actions threaten YouTube. They threaten the creators. They threaten the established creators just as much as they threaten me, who's trying to break into it. And that, above anything else, is the worst outcome of this. Like Jim Sterling put out a tweet saying that he is a liability, that PewDiePie is a liability, and he is. He's a fucking child who can't seem to control himself. Why can't you control yourself? Especially, like, I got nothing wrong with being controversial. I think comedy is useful to pull apart the subjects that are hard to consume, ones that are controversial, like racism. And there's a right and a wrong way to do it. And so far, I always believed that PewDiePie was doing it in the right way. He was crafting a joke, creating a sketch, making a point about a specific controversial topic and making light of it in the way that comedy is supposed to. But this backs up what the Wall Street Journal were trying to do. This backs up what the mainstream media were trying to do, trying to pull him apart. He's added fuel to the fire when there wasn't a fire in the first place. And that is gutting. Absolutely gutting. So yeah, PewDiePie, mate. But you're a fucking idiot. An absolute idiot. And you might have just ruined it for everyone and set an extremely poor example for your fans, all in the same breath. And I'm sure he knows it. I'm sure he knows this. And from that apology video, he knows he's fucked up. He knows he's done wrong. But is this the last straw? I don't know. I don't know if it is. I think it's close to it. Very close to being the last straw for him. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, what do you make of this whole PewDiePie instance? Do you think he's a racist? Do you think he's a complete cocksucker like I do at the minute? I'm really down on him right now. I really don't rate him. I think he's a fucking child, and he needs to grow up. So let me know what you think down in the comments below over on Twitter. I'll put the links in the description that I mentioned earlier of the PewDiePie article that I wrote a while back and the moment of his complete collapse in the description. Go check those out. See what you make of it. Come let me know. And until next time, my friends, don't be a twat.